Hello everyone, you're watching Global Leaders Network WINTV. I'm your host, Yoon. There are many leaders globally in areas such as governments, business, non-profit organization, education, hospital, and etc. Global Leaders Network invites these leaders and share their wonderful stories. Today, I invited Gerald Hoffa. How are you today?
Good, very good. How are you?
Good. I actually have seen you somewhere. I'm sorry, but I have seen you somewhere on TV, right?
Yes, a few places.
Would you please, introduce yourself?
So ironically, I've had at least 10 years of experience in TV. Mm-hmm. I started out at NBC, mm-hmm. and then I was on air at NBC Universal for a show called In the Loop with Hyde Village. Mm-hmm. And then you recognized me from ABC, mm-hmm. which I worked for about 7 years, and that was Windy City Live. I was their tech guy, the app man, and I would fill in for, actually Ji Suki, I'd fill in for her. Mm-hmm. So I had my career had started in television, mm-hmm. and it's kind of evolved since then, but yeah, that's where I began.
We are back with my twin over here. We're dressed just alike.
Got the memo.
You're wearing a heart monitor right now.
Who would like to see me undress?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. There you go.
All I remember having
That's
to
what
do
we all
that.
did. All right, wait. Who got it? Oh, there we go.
So, you also have a game show, right?
I do, yeah. I still have the game show, mm-hmm. and actually, the whole idea mm-hmm. started because I went to Korea, mm-hmm. and actually, with your help, I think you had told me like where to go, who to see,
right?
And I was very fascinated by what was happening in Korea with esports mm-hmm. and gaming. So I went, in 2012, I went to see what was happening. And I came back to the United States, mm-hmm. and I created this show called Gaming Under the Influence, mm-hmm. where it's video gaming, but it's kind of improv, mm-hmm. and it's wacky and fun. Mm-hmm. It's something that you would see in Korea. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that for a long time. So even though I guess I left TV, mm-hmm. I'm still doing that. I still mm-hmm. have that going on.
Let me ask you, which one you like better? TV as a producer, and also the person as a tech guy, or you like game show better? Which one?
It's tough. There's certainly things I miss about this, mm-hmm. like what you do, mm-hmm. but there's a lot of fun in having your own live streaming game show, and people screaming, and it's crazy, and it's around video games, and I still get to host it. So I'm still doing a lot of the same stuff I did at ABC. Mm-hmm. I'm just doing it now, live streaming, mm-hmm. for gamers. So mm-hmm. it's close.
I see. What kind of video game?
Oh, anything and everything. We played everything from Pac-Man to like Fortnite, Mario Kart, mm-hmm. any game that we think works. Mm-hmm. The idea is, unlike in Korean culture, in American culture, we're not quite comfortable yet with mm-hmm. gaming in the mainstream the way Korea is. When I was there, it's just so accepted. There's professional players, and that was 7 years ago. America is just getting there now. So we built the show with the idea of, let's try to get Americans comfortable with this. Mm-hmm. Let's get them comfortable with gaming and seeing them on television. So that's where I got the idea.
I see. What do you do nowadays then?
So I've evolved, again, outside of television, and I just launched a rideshare advertising platform called Exec. Mm-hmm. So that is what I'm doing now, and that is that's my newest project.
Mm-hmm. So is it related to marketing in law firm or?
Yeah. So it came about because and let me first explain mm-hmm. what Exec is. So Exec, it's a rideshare advertising platform, but mm-hmm. what it really is it allows any business, small business, restaurants, mm-hmm. To promote in the back of Uber and Lyft cars for $1. Mm-hmm. So you can put any video, any photo, anything, and you send it, and it shows up on a screen in the back of Uber and Lyft cars. Mm-hmm. The reason we did this, or the reason I created this, is because I work for a law firm called Legal Rideshare, and my business partner Brian Greening was very instrumental there was something called an advertising ban in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So Uber drivers and Lyft drivers up until recently could not have any advertising in their car, out of their car. Mm-hmm. Legal Rideshare is very, helped make that happen. So they lifted the advertising ban, and then him and I started talking, and we said, well, why don't you use some of the technology from the game show, Gaming mm-hmm. Under the Influence, why don't you use some of that tech and find a way to put it in the cars. And that's really where exec started. It came from my gaming under the influence technology, and I brought it to the rideshare cars.
What do you want to achieve through this company then?
I think the big thing is this, and I've said this before. Advertising is not new. Rideshare advertising is not new. And taxis have been doing it forever. Like the things on top. What I want to do is have a platform for small businesses and people starting out to be able to advertise. If you're a small mom and pop shop or a small restaurant, you can't afford to advertise in cars the way it was. And I know this because I looked at advertising for legal rideshare, and it was tens of thousands of dollars. So we designed this hoping that small businesses or people trying to get the word out have a chance. And for $1 per play, you can't go wrong. It really opens the playing field to help everyone.
I see. I have another question. You're so busy, having this job and
I'm doing a lot, yes.
this show, and it seems a lot to me, a lot on the plate.
Yeah.
But what do you really do when you have a spare time?
I read a lot, actually. I read. I'm really interested in history, so I read a lot of books. I still play a lot of video games. I joked when I first started doing the gaming under the influence, I actually was so busy I was not playing any video games, ironically. But yeah, so I like to run, I like to work out, I like to go around the city and experience different restaurants and different beers. I don't know, I do a lot of things. Just basically because I'm doing so much technically, like sometimes I like to just decompress and do something, just not online or not with a computer or anything like that.
You want to get away from
Yeah, I just need a little break every once in a while, so yeah.
I see. What about traveling? Do you like traveling?
Oh, I love traveling, yeah. As you know, I was in South Korea, like I said, 7 years ago. I want to go back. I'm actually looking to visit soon. I'm hoping in the next 6 months I'll go back out. I've traveled, to Europe, to Norway, to you name it. As much as I can travel, I do.
How many countries so far?
Oh, I don't know, 5 or 6, I believe. But it's one of those things, like I'm sure you've heard. Once you start traveling, you don't want to stop. Like you get it becomes an addiction because you learn. It's not just that you learn so much about other people, because you do, but you learn so much about yourself. And you also learn so much about America as well, because you're looking from the outside in, and you start to see things that you didn't see before. And that can be really exciting. You can learn a lot, so I love it.
I see. What is success to you?
That's a tough question to answer. A lot of people say success is money or fame. In my eyes, success, especially for what I'm doing, is me being able to put all this work into something and it to benefit someone else. Exec, took a lot of time and a lot of work to design this. And, success to me is knowing that people are advertising on it, they're using it, and it's benefiting them. Because then I feel like it's no longer my thing, it's everyone's thing. It's everyone can benefit. And that's important. And I feel that same way about the show I did, Gaming Under the Influence. I tell my team all the time. I said, this is not my show, this is our show. Success is if you guys are happy and we're doing well together, then I'm happy. I think that's very important.
You're a team player.
Yes, absolutely. Big team player.
Any events coming up soon?
Every Friday, I was doing Gaming Under the Influence, which is usually at Replay, Lincoln Park, so they can check out Replay in Lincoln Park for the next time we do Gaming Under the Influence. Usually it's on Fridays. Other than that, I will be probably traveling and working on exec, and there is something in the works for an event for exec. It's not announced yet, but as soon as it is, everyone will know.
What brings you happiness? Last question.
Good question. What brings me happiness?
Yeah.
I think just knowing I'm going in the right direction in my life, feeling like I'm accomplishing something good. And again, it's more than just monetary. If I feel like what I'm doing or what I'm going for or trying to achieve is like positive and it's in the right direction, then I'm happy. That's happiness. I've been in places, even in TV, where on the surface, I was successful, everything looked great, but I was really unhappy. It was not what I wanted to do or where I wanted to be. And I learned from that, and I realized not always that important. It's important that you're doing what you want to do. And then, happiness comes with it.
I see. Do you have any comments to our audience today?
Make sure to check out Gaming Under the Influence. And also, definitely, if you're a small business, if you are a restaurant, definitely check out Exec. It's betheexec.com. And again, it's $1 per play. And we're really trying to reach you guys out there that are watching this show. It's very important that you guys check it out and try it out. It's $1. You can't go wrong.
Great. Thank you so much for coming to our stage and sharing your story today.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Global Leaders Network, WINTV. If you want to watch this again, you can watch this through our website and also YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe us. And I want to see all of you next Thursday, 9 p.m. Until then, have a great week. Bye-bye, everyone.